new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
Hey everybody, Paul here. I'm here in Indiana. I'm at my storage unit. I'm trying to get some stuff out of the van and just kind of reorganize. I meant to start recording once I got here to the storage unit, but I kind of got here and just got into go mode, I guess you can say. But I kind of forgot how much stuff I have, and I think this is something else I want to tackle sometime in the future, is just getting rid of all this stuff. You can see I've already pulled some of my totes out. This is some Ren Fair clothing I have. I actually thought that was empty, but that's full of clothes. These are my movies and stuff I just pulled out of the van. I haven't watched my movies or used my DVD player probably in like 6 or 7 months. So, but for the rest of my storage unit, I got my seat still to the van. So if I ever go get rid of my van, I can put all my seats back in. But yeah, so like I said, it's just a bunch of random stuff that I really don't feel like I need. And I didn't even know I had some of this stuff. And I'm going through the van right now, trying to reorganize. Let me get up in here. But right now I'm trying to reorganize my books there. It's starting to look a little bit better, but yeah. You see the van's still a mess. But these are, then I got over here, I got some books that I've already read I'm gonna leave here, so yeah, it's just, I don't know. Why do I have all this stuff for? As Vanlifers, we always pride ourselves on being like minimalist, and I definitely feel far from that right now. I don't know, I just have a lot of stuff, especially in this little van. I don't even know why I got this stuff. In fact, part of me just says it's just time to get rid of everything. But there are a few things that have sentimental value. So I got like a table from my grandfather. I got a painting, a couple paintings from friends. So there's that stuff there. But maybe eventually, once I get a little off-grid property or something, maybe I'll have places to put it. Alrighty, well, I think that's good as going to get right now. It's definitely not as cluttered. Still got a bunch of stuff, but I did pack a lot of stuff away. I grabbed my, that's what I mainly came down out here for, is these pants. I only have like 2 pairs of blue jeans I've been wearing to work. Those were what I used to wear when I did pest control here in Indiana. But I got everything all packed back up in here. One of these days, I think I just need to take everything out of there, take everything out of the van, and just do, I think, another purge. Done quite a few purges over the past several years. When I first left Indiana, I did a big purge when I moved down to Tennessee, and then that stuff followed me all the way down to Texas. And then when I left Texas to actually start van life, I did a major purge, and I basically went from having a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with a garage and full basement to like this 5x10 storage shed in my van. So in the grand scheme of things, I think I'm doing fairly well, but I still feel like I can get rid of a lot more stuff. And yeah, right now I took a lot of my winter stuff, like my jackets, sleeping bags, stuff like that, Put them in some of those totes that I had room for, just to kind of reduce some of my clutter in here. And then I guess I'll just have to make a trip back to Indiana when it gets cold out and grab that stuff out. But right now I just kind of wanted to clear up some of this clutter. But let me go ahead and wrap up here real quick, and I'll show you a little bit about what my town is famous for here in Indiana. Fun fact about this road I'm driving on, it was actually moved because the lake is just on the other side of these houses. These are $1 million lake homes out here on the largest natural lake in Indiana, Lake Wawasee. And there's a particular family that has lots and lots of money that decided the road was too close to their house. This road is actually named after that family, and they own a very large pharmaceutical company. In fact, we are right here by their property right now, and they bought 9 holes of a golf course out here to move the road. And that family and this road is Eli Lilly. So yeah, the pharmaceutical company, Eli Lilly, they own a bunch of property down there. Lake Wawasee is just down there beyond those trees. And yeah, we are driving through what used to be the back 9 of Max Wilton Golf Course. And you can still play golf here at Max Wilton Golf Course. They still have 9 holes, so if you want to get 18 holes in, you basically just play 2 rounds. I have golfed here before. A company that I worked for, or the pest control company I used to work for, they used to bring us out here every fall and kind of have an appreciation thing where we would go golfing and they buy us lunch. So remember how I was saying these were multi-million-dollar homes? So this house right here that's actually for sale now, it says beautiful views. This property has had like 3 or 4 homes on it in the past few years, and people buy it for millions of dollars, tear it down and build another $1 million home. And then right here, this new construction, this is where my friend's grandparents' property used to be, and someone just bought that a few years ago and tore that down and are building a multi-million-dollar home. So lots of money in this area. And a lot of these lake homes are not owned by locals. They're owned by a lot of like doctors, lawyers, other, I guess, high ranking people and corporations and stuff. A lot of them are from Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, some from Fort Wayne, but a lot of these homes are not owned by locals. A few are, but not a lot. We are currently at the only public access you can get to Lake Wawasee. This lake is pretty much predominantly all private land all the way around it. And there's a boat ramp over yonder. You can kind of see a truck over there. I actually used to not live too far from here. I spent a long time as a kid swimming off the boat ramp and jumping off these floating docks here people like to fish on. But this is Lake Wawasee, the largest natural lake in Indiana. It's a very popular boating destination. They also do fishing tournaments out here. I don't think I mentioned the reason why I'm back in Indiana. My niece, my sister's oldest, is actually graduating, and she's actually graduating today. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to my parents' house and get ready for that. We have about a few more hours till her ceremony starts, but I do think we're going to take the boat out. So stay tuned, and I'll get you some shots from out on the water.
I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way. the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.